Do 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 do.
Before we start the video, just a quick reminder that I do have a Discord server, so if you haven't yet, please join it. We can chat there, and also it's a good way for me to communicate with you in case something bad happens to the channel. If you're interested, the link to it is in the description. Yo, what's up guys? It's Overlord1469 and I'm here with my pal Neil from the Four Corners.
Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners, and I'm here with my pal Overlord1469 to make some crazy theories. It's been a long time since I made theories, so I'm pretty excited to do that, as well as announce a special little three-way race, so make sure you stay tuned for that as well.
Yeah, we're gonna be discussing that at the very end. So for those of you guys watching, you guys are, if you're new from Four Corners channel, I do this type of thing every week where it's this week's news because I have difficulty with school to cover news during the week. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is doing that news recap first, and then we'll do the announcement at the very end. So yeah, for those of you who want the usual format, then don't worry, that we'll do that next week. So yeah, let's get started. So the very first thing that we have here, it's going to be a really brief mention. We now know the cause of Kirby Morrow's death, but we won't go any further into it because we want to respect him, and also Lego made a statement. So if you want to check those things out, you can just click the links in the description. Yeah, you can just go read them and all. But I think one of the main things we're going to talk about here is the Overlord Dragon officially revealed. So
The Overlord Dragon is so fantastic. And make sure you tell us in the comments what you think about the new brick built format for the dragon. It looks brick built and molded, so it's kind of like a compromise between us brick built fans and you molded head fans. And it looks so cool, and I hope the print opacity is the same when the set comes out. The wings are a huge disappointment. Just imagine if those wings were vinyl or cloth, it could have been a lot more grand. But the swishing tail kind of makes up for all of that, because the swishing tail is always a really fun feature. What about you, Overlord?
Yeah, I agree. The swishing tail is really cool. The blades on the wings are reminiscent of the older dragons. Just looking at the ones I have from earlier Ninjago, I really like how it's replicating that type of stuff. But I personally would have the newer style of wings with the pieces of paper or whatever. Like I don't know what exactly it is that they put on the newer dragons, but that that piece of cloth that goes over the wings, like Griefbringer. Like I would have preferred that, but yeah, I agree. The molded head is really cool, and I think it came out pretty good. I just wish that it was bigger, you know.
Same. I guess for the $30 price point, it is more attractive. A lot of more people are gonna go ahead and get it.
Yeah,
But yeah, a little bit more size would have been welcome.
yeah, but I agree that, I think that it being $30 will be good for the people that may not be able to get the bigger sets. It'll be more accessible for people, so that's cool.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's the new saddest scene coming next year, and that is wow. So Tommy and Drayson posted, right? Overlord showed me, and there's this guy who said that, what's your what's your saddest scene in Ninjago? And he asked that to Tommy and Drayson, and Tommy and Drayson replied, well, it's yet to come, meaning that we're going to have a super emotional or sad scene for either season 14, season 15, or if we're getting a 10th anniversary special, then for that.
Or perhaps even season 16. Like, we don't know, but holy Jesus. Because I mean, like, we already have quite a couple of sad scenes in Ninjago, like Zane's death, that scene with Lily in season 13. Like, what could top that?
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how Tommy and Drayson is able to prove this, because he said things like this in the future, like the best is yet to come. He hyped up season 13 a lot, and every time he hypes something up, he knows that something's behind it. He knows what he's talking about. He knows better than to overhype a season. So he's not lying when he says there is a super emotional, sad scene coming out next year. And I honestly can't wait to see who it's going to be based around, and how sad it's actually going to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what comes out of this. I personally think it's going to be season 15 because Tommy Andreessen has been hyping it up as his favorite season, perhaps. But we'll see. And we were talking with some other of our friends, like Luke the Nindroid. He said that it could be like a Wu death or perhaps something related to Cole. I doubt it's not anything related to Cole, but yeah, like having a Wu die, that would be interesting.
Oh man, imagine if Cole dies. Like, imagine if he gets the same thing Lily did, and he like starts dying. That would be so sad.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, like, it wasn't like Kirby Morrow's death wasn't planned, so I doubt it. I think this may be something that not related to Cole. That's what I think.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it all plays out in the show.
Yeah, or if it's something related to Cole, then I think it'll be season 16 and related in 2022. Yeah. Apart from that, I think that's it. Can we just really quick go back to the Overlord Dragon, because I don't think we discussed the minifigs.
Oh yeah, we totally forgot about the mainly. I don't think we talked about them because they were a little bit boring. They're cool figures. Like, if you don't have any of the sets yet, or if you don't have the Golden Dragon, if you're a first-time Ninjago collector, like, this is the best time to go ahead and buy Ninjago sets, as the figures are in cheap sets and you're able to get caught pretty quickly without buying the whole wave. But for us older fans, it's definitely not that satisfying.
Yeah. I mean, the Lloyd minifigure is okay. The only difference that it has to this year and last year, for those of you who don't know, this minifigure came in the Golden Dragon in 2019. Then in the Golden Mech, the same minifigure came with the Season 11 shoulder pad in gold. Now, what this minifigure is doing is that it has pretty much the same, everything the same except the headpiece. From what I can tell, it's the standard Lloyd face, not the golden variants from the 2019 sets.
Yeah, 2019. Wait, for the Golden Lloyd? Golden Lloyd has
Golden Lloyd has the standard headpiece, from what I can tell.
Oh yeah, they've been using that quite a lot recently. They love the headpiece.
Yeah, but they haven't done it for the Golden Lloyd minifigure, so that's interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, I find it interesting how they do that, or why they did that. Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah. But then the other minifigure we have here is the Overlord. For those of you who don't know, we had a version released in 2019, and for some reason they updated it, and I really like it. I think it came out a lot better than what was the past version we got.
Yeah, I mean, mainly because it looks a lot more closer to your logo right there, so I can see how you kind of that.
And plus it looks more show accurate, being totally honest.
It does. It really does. The last time we saw the Overlord was he had that helmet, so he definitely looks a lot more show accurate. But one last thing I do want to say about the Overlord Dragon is it uses purple blade pieces, and I'm not sure, but I think we've never gotten those purple blade pieces. So for all those mock builders out there, it's a pretty huge day.
Yeah, I don't recall that ever showing up either. So that's really cool. I just find it really odd how you have the Overlord Dragon and the Overlord, right? I mean, it's two things, but they're the same characters. So it's really odd for me to see pretty much two of the same characters show up, in the same set.
I think I mentioned that previously in another one of my videos as well, where I thought it was pretty silly that there were two Overlords. For a person who's buying this set from a first-time Ninjago fan, I guess that would be welcome because, you want the Overlord minifigure as well. But from a normal perspective, from a person who's well-educated in the show, or at least basically educated, it's pretty silly that there's two Overlords right there.
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to say, this variant of the Overlord doesn't show up until Season 3, so I find it really odd that it shows up in a Season 2 set.
Yeah, it just keeps getting funnier.
Show accuracy. Come on, Lego.
Yeah, remember the Firestone mech? That was another big inaccuracy.
Oh yeah. I remember I was praising it when it was first revealed, but then after I watched Season 13, I was like, why did you make it a Kai vehicle?
I swear, I kept thinking that the Firestone mech would come back until the last scene of Season 13 because I was waiting for Kai to come into the Firestone mech, so it kind of messed with my whole Ninjago future analysis system.
Yeah, hopefully Lego just doesn't make things Kai vehicles out of the bat anymore.
They love making Kai vehicles.
Yeah, they love making Kai vehicles out of what isn't supposed to be Kai vehicles. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, the very last thing we have to talk about is the race to 1,000 subscribers. So, you're more educated in this, so do you want to in this, Neil?
Yeah, so me and Overlord X have mentioned this quite a lot of times, and Overlord X and me were racing to 1,000 subscribers. We started out when we were both at almost 300 subscribers, and so we started then, and we played like 20 questions, made a few videos on each other's channel trying to promote this event, and it was pretty cool. But then we realized there was another Overlord in the shadows who was almost at our level. He's in the middle of me and Overlord and Four Corners, which is me right now. And we thought he's the perfect fit because all of us are kind of growing at the same rate. It's kind of like we're the same generation here. We're all coming together. So I thought Overlord 1469 is probably the best new addition to the race, and it's probably going to bring the race back alive. And it's also going to be a lot more interesting. So if you want to participate in whoever you support in the race, you have three options. You can subscribe to Overlord 1469. You can subscribe to Four Corners, which is me. You can also subscribe to Overlord X, and that's your way of showing your support to each racer. But what you can also do is if you like a few channels, if you like all three of us, you can subscribe to all three of us. There's no problem in that. So you can subscribe to all of us, you can subscribe to a few of us, or if you only like one guy, you can subscribe to one of us. And that's pretty much how the race is working. And whoever reaches 1,000 subscribers first is going to win.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invite. I really appreciate it. I think this is going to be a really fun event, campaign as well. And yeah, hopefully we make some really fun collab videos in the near future. And hopefully you guys watching will like them. Hopefully.
I really liked making a collab with you because me and you're kind of killing it in this video together. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, agreed. And when we get Overlord X on, I think it's gonna be really fun. Like, I don't know, maybe another 20 questions. We'll see what we do.
Yeah, we got to do that. We got to play 20 questions, all three of us. That is going to be so epic.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll figure out some collab ideas out. If you guys have any that you're interested in telling us, like, if you have any ideas that we could do for a collab, just feel free to let us know in the comments. We'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, we're open to ideas. We only have 20 questions for now, so we definitely need
thray collab. So yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be a really fun race. So let's see who reaches 1,000 subscribers first.
Yeah, good luck, Overlord.
Yeah, good luck to you too. You're gonna win though.
And Overlord X if you're watching.
Yeah. Still, it's gonna be a fun event. So yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the fun.
Anything else that we have to say, or is that it?
No, that is all. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna give it to Overlord 1469 to say the final goodbyes.
All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If any more news shows up, we'll make sure to cover it next week. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.
Do 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 do.